Be offended if you want to, but I'm sick and tired of y'all being stupid. I'm tired of it. Look at this video.
Women are the kind of people that people come out of.
So you just think they're meant to have babies? That's it. They're just a vessel.
No, it doesn't take any talent to simply reproduce biologically.
When you hear him reduce women to reproductive beings, if that is not a call to action, not just for females, for women, it should be a call to action for human beings, because this is not just talk. This is not just rhetoric. They are actually putting these things into motion. This is happening. And everyone is distracted by the minutia. I want to say this really quick before we continue on with the video. As a black trans woman, it's interesting for me to hear him say this, because very often when there's discourse between a trans woman and a cis woman, you've heard it with Just Hilarious and many others, oh, you'll never be able to have a child, you'll never be able to give birth. Women are buying into the patriarchy and repeating the messaging of right-wing propagandists. You'll never be able to have a baby. But according to his logic, right, if I were to buy into his logic, not being able to give birth actually makes me more valuable than it makes you.
The wife and mother, who is the chief executive of the home, is entrusted with 3 or 4 or 5 eternal souls.
I'm here as a working journalist, and I'm a mom of 3.
Good for you.
Is that an issue?
No. No, it's not automatically an issue.
Christ Church senior pastor Doug Wilson is the leader of a Christian nationalist movement that believes in a patriarchal society where men are dominant and women are expected to submit to their husbands.
At what point are we just honest and simply say that religion is the problem, that the Bible is the problem, that dogma is the problem, that piety is the problem? See, you guys are not ready to have this conversation about how Christianity in particular is really, really, really pushing us back to a time that we don't want to go back to.
Josh and Amy Prince, along with their 4 kids, moved from Washington State to Moscow, Idaho, where Wilson's movement is based.
Do you see Amy as your equal?
Yes and no.
How is it yes and no? Either we're equal or we're not. My mother used to tell me that's like being a little bit pregnant. Like, you can't be a little bit pregnant, baby. Either you are or you aren't.
In the sense that we're both saved by grace, we're absolutely on equal footing. But we have very different purposes, God-given.
But do you see yourself as the head of the household, as the man?
He is the head of our household. Yes, and I do submit to him.
And look at Amy, just sitting there stuck on stupid, eyes glazed over, bewildered, Susie sausage head, okay? How are you sitting next to a man who is telling you that you are not his equal?
So like moving here was ultimately your decision.
Yes.
That's a great
example.
If you are the parent of a girl, please teach your girls to not be Susies. Don't grow up to be Susie. We need to put that on a t-shirt.
Wilson says in his vision of a Christian society, women as individuals shouldn't be able to vote. His fellow pastors, Jared Longshore and Toby Sumter, agree.
In my ideal society, we would vote as households. And I would ordinarily be the one that would cast the vote, but I would cast the vote having discussed it with my household.
But what if your wife doesn't want to vote for the same person as you?
Right. Well, then that's a great opportunity for a good discussion.
And let's be clear, by discussion he means that you will be wearing sunglasses day in and day out for a month and having to tell people, oh, I'm sorry, I fell down a flight of stairs at work, when we all know that you guys had a discussion.
There are some who have gone so far as to say that they want the 19th Amendment repealed.
I would support that. And I'd support it on the basis that the atomization that comes with our current system is not good for humans.
And Wilson, a veteran himself, is unapologetic about his view that women shouldn't be in certain leadership or combat roles.
Looking at the leadership page for Christ Church, it's all men. Do you accept women in leadership roles in the church and in government?
In the church, no.
Why?
Because the Bible says not to.
I'm 6 still.